Hello everybody, SeaSlug here, bringing you guys a really old battle I had versus Sucker4jessica way back when. All of these Pokemon are fully bred. This is before, Pokebank, and before I even had all my items. But yeah, looking at his team, he didn't really have any spinners or any defoggers, so I decided to just lead off with my Skarmory, try to get up my spikes. Since he can't get rid of them, they're really gonna help me out during the match. And he led off with his Aggron. I'm not entirely sure what he was predicting, but I'm just gonna set up my spikes. He set up his Stealth Rocks, so I guess he just wanted to get up his rocks too, because I don't think I have any spinners on my team. But yeah, I got up 2 layers of spikes now. His Gengar is gonna come in. I can't really do much to it, and he could probably just Thunderbolt me or Shadow Ball or something like that. So I really don't want to stay in. Yeah, he actually goes for the Will-O-Wisp, and that ends up burning my Ferrothorn, which kind of sucks. Burn Ferrothorn. I mean, I really wasn't gonna do a lot of damage to his team with my Ferrothorn, just because all I really got on this thing is Power Whip and Gengar right here. I think it had water resistance, but anyway, I just set up my rocks. That was kind of a bad move. I really should have switched out, because I honestly did not expect the substitute on the Gengar. I know it was back then it was really common when X and Y came out. These things were pretty common. I don't know how common they are now, because I've never really seen Gengar anymore. But yeah, Gengar behind the substitute is a big problem. I send in my Arcanine. Thankfully, he misses the Focus Blast, because had he not missed it, that Shadow Ball right there would have ended up taking down my Arcanine, and I wouldn't have been able to break his substitute, so I would have been, kind of screwed, and, with one less Gengar. But, not Gengar, but Arcanine. But anyway, gonna send in my Gengar now. If he wants to go for the Shadow Ball, I'm okay with that, because I actually have the berry that weakens Ghost type moves on the Gengar. Not really the best item to give it, but, it was, back then I really didn't have a whole lot of items. Anyway, I don't know if he intends to use a Mega Aggron as a Death Fodder, but that's kind of what ends up happening. I just take it down with 2 Shadow Balls, which is something that I'm pretty happy about, because I wouldn't have to worry about that thing just blocking my Arcanine, or not my Arcanine, but blocking, some of my other physical attackers I had. But yeah, Gastrodon comes in. I really can't do anything to it with the Gengar, so I'm gonna switch out into my Ferrothorn, and I'm guessing that's what he was, I'm guessing that's what he wanted me to do, because since I'm out in my Ferrothorn, if I would to, go for a Power Whip right now, and he was to, I switch out into Gengar again right now, I really wouldn't be able to do anything, because that Gengar would just go back behind the sub, and, I'd be in kind of a bad situation. So that's why, instead of going for the Power Whip, I just go for the Leech Seed. My Ferrothorn is also burned, so I'm guessing the Gastrodon would have lived the Power Whip. But yeah, he still does not want to risk bringing in the Gengar just yet. So it goes out into Wobbuffet. I really don't know what this Wobbuffet's going to want to do. Actually, wait, never mind, I do know. I guess I really wasn't thinking about this at the time, but I keep forgetting that Wobbuffets don't just, mirror code encounter. They also like to use Encore. So let's say I go for a Power Up or something, and he Encores me, then it's pretty much a guaranteed thing that he'd be able to send in his Gengar in, and I wouldn't even be able to switch out predicting that, because Wobbuffet has that Arena Trap. So really, I'm just kind of in a bad situation. I guess at this point he's just really trying to he's really trying for me to not go for the Leech Seed. Right here he is out on his Gastrodon. I know that more than likely he's not gonna bring out his Gengar this turn, because since he brought in the Gastrodon, it doesn't have any Leech Seeds on him, so I'm more than likely gonna want to set up the Leech Seed, and that's exactly why I don't go for the Leech Seed this turn. I kind of just wait another turn, as I kind of get to see how much the Power Whip does on the Gastrodon, and it actually really does not do a whole lot. And it mainly has to do because I'm burned, or maybe that thing's defensive, I don't know, it could be, but I'm burned, so that kind of just messes with the results a little bit, I guess. But yeah, still trying to catch him on the Gengar switch. He's still not gonna budge. Goes back out into Wobbuffet once again. He's gonna try to get me to go for something else, so he can Encore me into something other than a Leech Seed. But I'm still not doing that. At this rate, I'm probably gonna end up running out of Leech Seed usage. So yeah, and also because his Wobbuffet's in here. I can't switch out. But I do something really dumb. I go for the Protect. There really wasn't any reason for me to go for the Protect, I guess, at this point. I was really just getting worried that I was going to run out of lead sheets. But yeah, I cannot switch out. And he ends up encoring me out into Protect. Yeah, I was kind of screwed right there. My god, this Wobbuffet, man, he's using the Wobbuffet really well right here. I can't switch out. He has me encored. I know he's going to switch out into Gengar, but once again, I just can't switch out because of the Arena Trap and, you know, just go for the Protect because I have to. And right here, I can finally switch out. There's no point in me going for the lead sheet because I know for a fact that he's going to, you know, set up a substitute, so that would be kind of a waste there. So, go out into the next best thing. I go out into Skarmory. I mainly go out into Skarmory because I don't want to go out into my Gengar just yet. I need to make sure my Gengar comes in when his is behind or not behind his substitute. That way, you know, I can take a Shadow Ball and then, you know, retaliate back with my own Shadow Ball. So that's kind of why I go out into my Skarmory. My Skarmory is unfortunately gonna get burned, but you know, that's kind of what had to happen there. I really didn't have any other choice. I don't actually break his substitute. I just whirlwind it out, so that Gengar is still at full HP. It's still gonna be kind of a problem there. But yeah, anyway, Gastrodon comes back in. I don't really have much to take this Gastrodon on anymore, I guess. At the time, I was thinking, well, my Tyranitar could probably, you know, do it. What's it called? I think I actually have the Mega Stone on the Tyranitar. Let me see here. Yep, I do have it. So, yeah, here we have it. Here we have the Mega Tyranitar. I really haven't used Mega Tyranitar a whole lot yet. I kind of, usually when I use Tyranitar, I kind of just like to run the specially defensive set with Stealth Rods. That's usually what I like to run on Tyranitar, but I guess during this battle I was actually using that same set, but just instead of like an Assault Blitz or Leftovers, I kind of just had the Mega Stone. But yeah, Crunch is still not doing a whole lot to the Gastrodon. This Gastrodon right now is really looking to be like a real big problem because I just cannot get past it right now. I seriously just can't get past it. My Tyranitar is about to go down, and I honestly don't remember how I ended up taking it down. Because as you see right here, he is kind of just recovering. I honestly don't. I haven't actually watched this replay. Like I haven't watched this replay just to, you know, remind myself what happened during the battle. So I really don't remember how I took down this Gastrodon, but I do know that I somehow managed to take down the Gastrodon. But we'll just have to see here. I got one last hit off with my Mega Tyranitar. Do I get a crit? No, I don't. Okay, so that's not how it happens. Mega Tyranitar ends up going down. So let's see here. What do I end up sending in? What do I end up sending in? I send. Oh yeah, that's right. I send in Peekaboo. So yeah, Peekaboo can, you know, outspeed and probably one hit KO with the Play Rough, but that's not what ends up happening. I end up missing, and that's really unfortunate because I'm honestly at quite a disadvantage right now. Really, my plan is to just kind of try to, you know, I don't know, I think kind of just try to, you know, take down the rest of this team just using my Gengar. Like right now, Gengar is really my only option, and as long as this Gastrodon is around, I'm really not gonna do a whole lot against this team. So I actually go for the Belly Drum. I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but actually no, never mind, it was, because I think I ended up figuring out that his Gastrodon was actually defensive, so I don't think just the regular Play Rough would have been able to take it down. So yeah, I am poisoned, so that's really gonna hurt me right now. He sends out his Machamp, but I'm thankfully able to live that Bullet Punch. However, because of the Toxic, I'm not gonna be able to survive the poison damage. But still, took down his Gastrodon, took down his Machamp, which had Bullet Punch, by the way. So yeah, took down that thing that had, you know, priority. So that's gonna really help me out. He is gonna send in his Gengar right now. I still don't want to send in my Gengar. I kind of want to save that for last. So I end up sending my Skarmory. It's going to take a Shadow Ball. Yep, it does. Whirlwind it out. I guess I didn't really have anything to do. Or actually, wait, I remember now. I wanted to Whirlwind out into Salamence because I wanted to get as much Stealth Rocks damage on that Salamence, because I didn't think a Shadow Ball from my Gengar would be enough to, you know, take it down. But, you know, getting as much Stealth Rocks damage on these Salamence would have, you know, definitely helped out a lot. So yeah, anyway, you know, whirlwind him out again. That's going to be 2 Stealth Rock switch-ins that, you know, he's going to have to take. And right here, I'm not entirely sure why, but he goes for a substitute. which is perfectly fine by me because I'm able to just go for the whirlwind and drag out his Salamence once again, although it doesn't really matter this time because I believe his Salamence is just gonna end up taking me down. Does it? Yeah, it just goes for the Dragon Claw, ends up taking it down. I guess he kind of figured me out. I guess, you know, him switching out would have not really been the smartest thing. Plus, I see that I think this Salamence is actually Scarf, is it? Or no, it's not Scarf, but it does have, it gets the Moxie boost. I am gonna go for the Shadow Ball. Momentru, can I take it down? No, I cannot. It just barely lives, and that was really freaking horrible because I took down his Gastrodon, I took down his Machamp. All he really would have had left would have been his Salamence and Gengar, and if I had been able to, you know, take down the Salamence with that Shadow Ball right there, it would have gone down. His Gengar would have came in, gone for probably a Shadow Ball. I would have most likely taken it because I have that, you know, resistance berry thing, and then, you know, retaliate with my own Shadow Ball, taking his Gengar down most likely, and I would have won the game. So yeah, that was pretty close, and yeah, that's exactly why I kept this battle saved on my 3DS for so long. I'm gonna be uploading another battle again tomorrow, and pretty much hopefully every day for, you know, the rest of the summer, because I have a lot more free time now, and I don't just mean free time to, you know, play and stuff, but I mean actual free time with the house nice and quiet. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and later folks.